Welcome to a new Clash of Clans video. I'm Huglaik and today I'm taking a look at CWL Rising League and doing some predictions for all the upcoming 20 wars in week 7 of the league this weekend. This is a video concept that we are currently considering for the Champions War League YouTube channel, so please give me your opinion on this in the comment section. Do you like to see more prediction videos? Should we make them for all the leagues? Is this format okay, or should we do it another way? We really want your opinion on this and other issues, so your feedback would be much appreciated. But now, Rising League is the biggest league in CWL with 40 clans, so we gotta get started with these 20 wars. And hopping right into the first one. That is the war between Fortas LTU and Hive Invicta. This is going to be a close one. Both clan has a 1-5 record and are really fighting to stay in the game for playoffs. Very similar hit rates all over, but Invicta got some more 10v10 triples. Fortas LTU had a very strong 8-star victory against ThousandOne Templars in week 4, and Hive Invicta has lost all of their 5 last wars. So I do think that Fortas LTU will take a very close victory. Jumping straight on to Crystal Warrior versus North Faction. Both these clans had tie wars on stars in their last match, and while Crystal Warrior got the percentage win against Assam Autobots, North Faction lost on percentages against the Holy Cronut. Both clans has decent stats on 10v10s and 10v11s, so this can also be a close war. Crystal Warrior has, however, shown good performances, winning 4 of their wars already, so I do believe they also will pick up the win against North Faction. NLP Riders came in as a substitution after week 4 and has only played 2 wars so far, winning one and losing the other. They are taking on Clash Warriors with a very strong 5-1 record, and although all these clans are very strong and can take each other out on good days, I do believe NLP Riders will be outgunned in this one. Clash Warriors has better stats all across the board, and NLP Riders really has to put up an exceptional performance if they're going to take them down. So Clash Warriors for the win in this one. The next war is between Assam Autobots and the Holy Cronut. Assam Autobots took a percentage loss against Crystal Warrior in week 4 and has a 3-3 record, while the Holy Cronut seems very strong and has not lost a war since week 1 and has a 5-week win streak. I do not believe that the Holy Cronuts are planning on ending their win streak this week, so they will probably come out on top against Assam Autobots. Coming up with another close war, I believe, Forbidden Junior versus Omega Labs. These are 2 very even clans, and both are fighting to secure those playoff slots. Omega Labs has only lost 1 war this season, while Forbidden Junior has lost 2. Looking at the hit rates, it does seem like Omega Labs is a bit stronger here, so I do think it's most likely that they will win. We got Aussie Addicts versus Wrath of War next. Both these clans took a loss in week 6, Aussie Addicts against Rutska and Wrath of War against Predominance. Aussie Addicts, however, have more wins, and it looks like Wrath of War are struggling with only 1 win so far this season. I wish both clans the best of luck, but I will have to pick Aussie Addicts for the win in this one. The war between Crazy Monkey and Serbian boys, I think, will be one of the closest wars this week. Both has a 42 record and both coming on with a win from last week. However, if we take a quick look at the stats, it seems like Crazy Monkey has the upper hand. Very strong Town Hall 10 performances, both against 11s and other 10s, while Serbian boys obviously struggles a bit more with the 10v10s. I do believe the 10s will determine this war, so Crazy Monkey for the victory. JTJ will really need all of their confidence from their last 2 wins when they take on Rutska with a 5-1 record. JTJ have some good performances so far this season, and they have decent overall hit rate stats, but I do not think that will be enough when they're facing one of the strongest clans in Rising this season. Rutska, with a 5-1 record, also has very strong hit rate stats and will probably pick up this win. Moving on to Knights Templar versus USA Adults. Knights Templar with a slight upper hand here with better overall stats and one more win than USA Adults so far this season. Both clans lost their last matches in week 6, so both of them will probably fight hard to get this very important win. Close war, but as I said, I think Knights Templar has the upper hand and will get the victory. Swarm Infinity lost their last war against Crazy Monkey and now has 3 wins and 3 losses this season. Dark Avengers, on the other hand, have lost all of their wars and seem to struggle to break through and get that first win. Not very big differences in the hit rates, but Swarm Infinity has slightly better stats and will probably pick up the win. I'm very unsure about this next war between Rechannel Ines and Shelton Massive. Although Shelton Massive has one more win so far this season, Kiraku has the upper hand on the stats. For instance, Kiraku has 22 10v10 triples so far this season, while Shelton Massive only has 14. On the other side, it does look like Shelton Massive has very strong Town Hall 11s, and that just might be the thing to determine this war. I'm very unsure, but I have to pick one of them, so I will say Shelton Massive, just because they have one more win from earlier wars. The close wars just keep on coming, and next one is Hive Prime versus El Kinsho. Both clans with a 2-4 record, both clans with losses in their last matchups, and they both have very similar hit rate stats. Not easy to give a prediction with very little to differentiate the clans, but looking at their stars, it looks like El Kinsho is pulling off a little more stars than Hive Prime, and at the end of the day, it is the stars that counts, so slightly advantage to El Kinsho in this one. Two strong clans are clashing together when Assassin's Core is taking on Shana. Very strong performance from both these clans so far this season. Assassin's Core with a 5-1 record, Shana with 4-2. Assassin's Core is, however, the stronger clan, both in wins, stars, and overall stats. Quite good stats on 10v10s with 31.4%. while Shana is struggling with only 19%. So I do think Assassin's Core will pick up the victory. Skye09 is one of 2 undefeated clans so far in Season 4 and might just be the strongest clan in CWL Rising at the moment. It will, however, not be a walk in the park to take that 7th victory, because O's Jacks are also a very strong clan with only 1 loss so far, and they have very strong wins in most wars with a quite high amount of stars. Skye09 has the stats though, so I do think they will be able to win if they put up their best performance. Think this will be a very fun war to follow. Predominance is also undefeated so far this season, and they are taking on Highly Active with a 3-3 record. Although Highly Active has a far better 10v10 hit rate, I will have to say that most stats are in Predominance favor. I don't think Highly Active will go quietly into the night, and I'm sure that they will give Predominance a struggle. But at the end of the day, I think Predominance will stand as winners. Another even war between Pinoy Bandidos 4 and Kinnick Society. Both clans with 2 wins and 4 losses so far, and both fighting to stay in the game for playoffs. Kinnick Society really struggles with their hits and have far lower hit rate stats than Pinoy Bandidos. And although Pinoy Bandidos 4 has lost all of their 3 last wars, I do think they will manage to pick up the victory against Kinnick Society. Indians rule with 3 wins and equally amount of loss so far are taking on a very strong Marshall's nation with only 1 loss so far in Season 4. I'm impressed with Indians rule having no dip fails this season, but other than that, Marshall's nation has stronger stats all over. Indians rule should not be underestimated, but I do think that Marshall's nation have the advantage and will take the win. Boston Tea Party and Archer Outlaws have very similar hit rate stats, but when Archer Outlaws has lost all of their wars so far this season, Boston Tea Party has 2 wins and most of their losses have been very close ones. Both clans will have to improve on their Town Hall 10 hits, and the one who managed that will come out on top in this war. I believe that will be Boston Tea Party. WHF Rising with 4 wins so far is facing Coldcept with no wins this season. WHF Rising had a strong 4-star win against Hive Prime in week 6, while Coldcept lost with 8 stars against Assassin's Core. The stats also shows that WHF Rising has the upper hand, and I do believe they will pick up their 5th win of the season against Coldcept. Last war of week 7 in CWL Rising is ThousandOne Templars versus Divine Justice. Both these clans has 2-4 record and has lost their last wars. I did stream War of the Week between Divine Justice and Skye 09 in week 6, and I did see very promising performances from Divine Justice. When we look at the stats, however, ThousandOne Templars looks a little stronger, and I will pick ThousandOne Templars as the winner, but I would not be surprised if Divine Justice manages to pull it off anyway. And that was it. I have given you my predictions for all the 20 wars between the 40 clans in CWL Rising Week 7 of Season 4. As I said, if you have opinions or feedback on this concept and would like to see more of them, please share it in the comments. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel for more Clash of Clans and CWL stuff. Thank you very much for watching, peace out, and clash on.